now he's dead. Ether. I got this.
Hey folks, this is ioEther, and we're back playing some more World of Tanks. So as you can see, this is Ashen in his T-54. This is a tier 10 game on Prof Haravka. You know, I swear, when I was practicing saying this, I could actually say it, but apparently I can't really pronounce it in real life. Yep. Anyways, this is obviously a tier 10 standard battle. And, yeah. Before we jump into the gameplay, if you want to support the channel, the best way, as always, is to like any videos you enjoy. And if you don't like them, don't like them. Like, hit the dislike button. Either way, it gives me feedback. Feedback helps the channel grow and become better. Speaking of growing, the other great way to help the channel grow, if you want the channel to grow, is to share any videos you love. So send me your awesome videos, and then share them with friends. And that way you guys look amazing and famous, and the channel grows, right? Also, before I forget to mention it, Ash is playing with Seth in his E5 today, so this will be a very interesting tier 10 game. Now, by the looks of it, Ash is trying to use his T-54 as something of a scout tank. Now, for reasons I don't understand, and Seth's gone AFK. Lovely. Every once in a while, matchmaking decides to throw in like a high tier game with no light tanks in it at all. So that immediately means that somebody has to be the scout. You cannot have a game without a scout tank. Now sometimes that's a T-95 ambling slowly across the map, you know, bouncing all the fire it possibly can. Sometimes it's a heavy tank making a push. Sometimes it's a medium tank that is trying to control the middle of the map and, you know, just poking a ridge line, getting lights and falling away. This seems to be the way that Ash is trying to play his T-54. Poking the ridge line when he gets an opportunity to, putting damage in where he can, and then falling back again. Now the enemy team looks like they're doing something a little bit different. They have a T-61 or Type 61 that is trying to stay up on that ridge line as long as possible. It's kind of suicidal to scout that way in a medium though. If you have a good bit of speed, like say Cromwell speed, and you are really fast, you can actually fly just barely under that ridge line until you poke up and then drop back down again, kind of thing. And that is a very effective way of scouting, active scouting. Or you could do like this and just push straight through the enemy lines in a mouse. That will work too. It will definitely light everything around it, and anything that shoots at the moose. It's a moose now. I'm totally gonna start calling it a moose. Anyways, so anything that shoots at the moose will get lit. And yes, it's a moose because it's giant, it's massive, everything. You know, if it hits you, you're dead. So, anyways, so so backing up the moose is an E75 and an E100. That's just lovely. So beautiful shot into the E100, and Ash is. I don't know if Ash is actually the one keeping these guys lit. He probably is. He's definitely the one keeping the I3 lit. And now the Leopard. And he's just putting flanking fire into these guys. And the only reason that their push isn't amazingly successful is, well, okay, there's two reasons. First, they're pushing into the majority of our TDs. There's 4 friendly TDs in front of this mouse. This moose, whatever. Yes, they're being torn to shreds, but they're there, and they're tearing the moose apart. The moose is now dead. Dead moose. Good moose. Anyways, and equally so, the E100 is in a bad position, and he's being torn apart. And the other horrible thing about this particular push for these guys was the fact that they had Ash putting flanking fire into them the entire time. Now, with them doing that, it meant they couldn't push as hard as they wanted to, they couldn't fully commit to the push. Also, it's very distracting when you're rolling up and somebody keeps shooting you in the back. And so, not only did he make sure their entire push was lit the entire time, he also made sure that it was very ineffective in the fact that they couldn't commit to it, and he just farmed damage off them. And really, isn't that the thing you want to do in a medium tank in this kind of battle? So that was a really effective way to stop the push. Now, yes, they could still push. They definitely have a Jagdpanther E100 over there somewhere, who has a kill, and he's undamaged as far as health, so he could actually start leading another push. But the IS-3 and the E-75, the two that will be backing him up, are badly damaged. The IS-3 is about to die unless he does something, like get into cover. Looks like nobody else is deciding to shoot at him. Interesting. So apparently the IS-3 is going to live with just a little bit of health left, 36 health. As soon as somebody looks the wrong way at him, he is going to fall over in little tiny bits all over the place. Now Seth looks like he's gotten beat up a little bit over there. That is a great spot for your mediums to sit. I don't know about a heavy tank, a true heavy tank like the E5 sitting over there. Now of course, if you have an auto-loader, that's another great place to sit. Ooh, Ash bouncing the enemy T-54 shot and then tracking him. Guy immediately uses his repair kit, still gets hit by a friendly TD, and Ash unfortunately misses that shot, and yeah, that's gonna go straight through. And then, oh, okay. So, Seth saves us the trouble of having to actually shoot him, and the IS-3 is coming over the hill so he can get dead, and I think a friendly TD also put a shell into the back of the T-54. So that's, well, it's not great, but it's a dead T-54. So that means the enemy team has, the enemy team still has a few decent medium tanks. The PTA and the Type 61 are actually even the T-54 mod are better at scouting than brawling. The T-54 mod could come over and brawl if you wanted to, but yeah, like just happened with that PTA. If they're too lightly armored to really push their advantages, kind of thing. IS-3 looking the wrong way, gets killed by the Conway. I was kind of thinking Ash was going to pop over that bridge and blast him away. Either way, that was a stupid spot for the IS-3. He really did need to either stick to the bushes along this road or go find himself a spot in here that he could hide in. Being in the middle of the map in any tank with 36 health is never going to end well for you. Okay, so it looks like Ash is trying to break contact. He wants to get back and away. Wants to make it so nobody knows exactly where he is, or they think he's running the opposite way, and then he's going to go in for a push, finding the enemy T-54 mod, who's on 105 health. So one good HE round will take him out. Heck, one bad HE round will take him out. E75 is pushing up with his turret pointing in the wrong way. I'm surprised nobody gave him a hello and how are you doing, but no, it's okay. I'm sure the next time he pushes up that hill, he will. Objects found before trying to push up. He's most likely the one that shot Ash in the beginning of the game for about 750 damage. But that's okay. Ooh, somebody damaged him, and Ash is continuing to keep this guy lit. Make sure his team knows exactly where this guy is. Now, if we had artillery hopefully will be aiming in on this guy. But we don't, so we're going to have to try and bait him up over this ridge. Now Ash fires, and that does two things. First, if it pens, that would be awesome. And second, at very least, the 74 knows we fired, and it may bait him into trying to push over that ridge and take advantage of our weakness, which would be hilarious because he'd just evaporate via the TDs behind us. Now I've just realized there's an E75 back there with 1,000 health. Why the E75 is hiding behind our TDs, I don't know. He really does. Normally he should be up here with us, but apparently he has decided he is a coward and wants to die alone in a fire at the back of his team. Now, ooh, a nice bounce off the from the enemy T-54 mod. Unfortunately, couldn't put that shell through the side of the 704. Would have finished him off. Come on, yes, no. I thought he was gonna roll. Just oh, okay, that'll work too. I thought the 704 was gonna roll just a little bit more forward, and we could put a shot into his soft underbelly. Unfortunately for us, that's not what happened, and so we didn't get that soft underbelly shot. That's okay. It doesn't really matter. Either way, he's dead. That's what's important. Now, it is still important to note that the enemy still has a Jag Panther E100 right around this corner, and he is still on full health. Ooh, look, an enemy E5.
5 minutes warning.
That was the wrong button, by the way. No, Seth! You have killed our friend! We will avenge him. Probably, maybe. In a little while. Yeah. Anyway, so enemy E5 is taking a lot of damage as he pushes up. No, unfortunately, we got shot by the E75 as we pushed up to make that shot on him. As much as Ash wants to go over this ridgeline and kill that enemy T-54 mod, it's such a bad idea. Now, one other thing... Ooh, good shot from the E100. So one other thing to note is the fact that we've completely cleared this side of the map. So that means these guys can be pushing around to here. They're not. I don't know why. I think they're actually trying to get shots from here into this E5, which is possible for the Waffentrager, is silly for the E100. T-54 mod decides he doesn't want to live anymore and he runs to his death. Yeah, that was not smart of him, but that's okay. It happens to everybody. Yes, apparently he has in fact decided he did not want to live anymore, and he committed suicide. So Ash is going to go in on this Jag Panther E100. He's trying to use the bushes to keep himself as in stealth as possible. He doesn't want to get lit until the last possible moment. Really? So apparently the Jag Panther... Ooh, no, he's still around here somewhere. No, he's still right there, and he has in fact got shot at some point or another. He's getting shot a bunch now, and he's trying to spin to look the direction all the shots are coming from. He's, you know, yeah. Should we lay bets down on who kills him? I'm just gonna pause this for a few seconds, and I'll give a shout out in the next video to the whoever can name which one of these three gets the kill, or obviously the T-30. So we're gonna pause it for all 5 seconds, and you go ahead and you put your comments down below, and then we're gonna see who kills him. Okay, unpausing. Let's see who gets the finishing kill on the Jag Panther E100. It is... booyah. Our E75 from way downtown, the guy who is sitting there with 1,000 health, the same as what he's been sitting with most of the game, gets the final kill. That makes me a little bit sad, because that will mean that he thinks this is a good strategy and that he needs to employ this next game. Whatever, doesn't matter. We won. That was awesome. 3,200 experience with a daily double without premium. Wow. Ace Tanker Spotter, duh. A Fire for Effect. Confederate, I almost said Confidant. That's slightly different. And then Patrol Duty. This combination does not happen a whole lot. And this combination does not happen a whole lot. It's kind of cool. Look at that. 3,400 damage dealt. Really? Over no kills over that time. And then we go and get the real meat. So only 3,400 damage. The rest of his team, I mean, some of them did a lot more than him. Yeah, actually, you know, Waffentrager's the best. We're just gonna put that back. And then look at that. Yeah, he was worthless to his team, wasn't he? 9,000 spotting damage and 3,400 damage dealt in this game. That is insane. and hilarious at the same time. That is brilliant. Oh look, and he also blocked 1200 damage because, you know, he didn't have enough stats already. Thank you very much, Ash, for sending this in. This was awesome. Thank you all for watching, and have a great night. This is ioEther out.